In this video, I will explain how to create sign-in sheets using the Groups tool in Brightspace. On the nav bar, click Groups. Once inside of the Manage Groups page, select New Category. You will have to enter a category name. Think of the category as the folder that will store all of the groups. Maybe we're creating a sign-up sheet for a service learning project. So we will call the category Service Learning Sign-up Sheet. You can enter a description if you would like. I'm going to leave the description blank. Under the enrollment type, there are 3 different self-enrollment types available. The first one is groups of number self-enrollment, where groups are set up based on how many students you want in each group, and the students will manually enroll themselves in a group. Once the group is at its maximum number of students, then no more students will be able to enroll in it, and they will have to enroll in another group. The second option is number of groups self-enrollment, where the groups are set up based on the number of groups that you want to create, and the students are free to enroll themselves in whichever group they want. The caution that I have with this option is that all students may sign up for a particular group since there's no restriction on how many students can be in the group. So if you want to avoid that, you would choose the third option, which is number of groups, capacity of number, self-enrollment. You indicate the number of groups that you want, but there's an enrollment limit for each group. This will prevent a majority of students from signing up for one group, which could happen in the previous option. For this demonstration, I'm going to choose the number of groups self-enrollment option. Assume that I have 2 possible service learning projects that students can sign up for. The number of groups is going to be 2. I can enter a group prefix that all the group names will start with, or I can leave the group prefix blank. I'll enter SL project as the group prefix. I have the option of changing the group name later. You can set expiry dates for student enrollment if you want to. For example, if you want the students to sign up during 1 week period, you could set your sign-up sheet to expire at the end of the week. There are some additional options where you can set up discussion areas, lockers, and assignment submission folders. But in this demonstration, we were just creating the sign-up sheet, so we won't choose any of these options. All we have to do now is press the Save button at the bottom of the page. As you can see, we now have SL Project 1 and SL Project 2. You can change these names. I'll change the first one to SL Project Habitat for Humanity and the second one to SL Project Rainwater Harvesting. To do this, you would click on the group name to change it and click the Save button when you're done. After you have created the groups, you can create a quick link to the sign-up sheet in your course. You can create the quick link anywhere you have access to the HTML editor. Let's assume you want to create an announcement that asks students to sign up for the service learning project. Simply create the announcement as you normally would and insert the quick link. I have a draft announcement that I started already, so I will edit it. To insert the quick link to the sign-up sheet, I place my cursor where I want to insert the quick link. I then click on the quick link icon, choose self-enrollment groups, and then click on the Service Learning sign-up sheet. That link is then inserted into my announcement, and all I have to do now is publish the announcement. The students will see the announcement when they log into the course, and they can click on the quick link to go directly to the sign-up sheet to self-enroll. This concludes the tutorial on creating group sign-up sheets in Brightspace.